Good day and welcome. That is to the Sportwrap wrap-up show. It is indeed a lovely Saturday afternoon here in the capital city. Sportwrap will take you through some of the events that took place today and yesterday. It has been indeed an eventful weekend so far, and the wrap has you covered within and beyond our borders. And now let us take a look at what is in the hit list. The English Premier League is known, that is, for its drama, thrills and spills, and we know there has been a result that is coming through today. That is Bruno Fernandes giving Manchester United that needed victory, scoring that goal in the 90-plus minute to give them a win against Fulham FC in the English Premier League. Remember that Man United have lost back-to-back football games, one in the League Cup and one in the Premier League. They lost 3-0 to Man City, and then again that is 3-0 to Newcastle. So it is indeed a breathing space that is for Ten Hag, who is under fire at the moment. There has been dressing room drama, but today the captain of Manchester United saving the coach a few minutes and a few more days from his job here, because his job is on the line, and there has been talks that Manchester United have already started looking, that is, for a new coach to replace Ten Hag, who has been suffering this season, finding the club in the middle of the table, while the teams, the rivals, are doing great in the Premier League as well. So it was indeed a great goal for Fernandes to give just his coach that breathing space. We will now continue, that is, with we will now move on to the weekend drop after this. The Escavia Stadium played host, that is, to the Namibia Wrestling Federation Championship today in the capital. It was indeed an exciting event filled with drama, as Paulus Aluendo proved a tough nut to crack in the competition. Notable disappointments were from African champion Charlotte Dreyer, who struggled with any sort of form today. Stefanos was another wrestler who was in top form today following an exciting matchup with his opponents. Namibia Media Holdings NTV was there and have these highlights prepared for us.
Next match will be held in the
Will explain. Okay, hello everyone. So we try to encourage wrestling in Namibia. So we just did not only give points for results, but participation as well. And next year we're going to add people that help. The administration from a club's point is also going to get points, and also if you host a competition, you're also going to get points. So it was very close. The team that won got 564 points. The team which is second got 541 points. So it's 4 points in it. Okay, but let's start at the back. The club in in 6th place. We had some challenges, but hopefully they've got a bigger turnout next year. Is Judah in 6th place. Okay, in 5th place, both of these teams couldn't, due to some financials and stuff, both of these teams couldn't be at today's tournament. So, but in 5th place, we've got Swakopmund. And in 4th place, we've got Keetmanshoop. Okay, the club that came 3rd is Roots. Okay, so the last 2 remaining, 4 points in it. Who's going to win it? Okay, for 2023 Club of the Year, Windhoek Wrestling Club. Coach.
What a beautiful image towards the end there, seeing those young guys, the future of wrestling in the country, partaking and also being part of the history-making event that is at the Escavia Hall. Well, it was indeed not a good day for that is the African champion Dreyer at the office, but we hope that he will be able to bounce back. He is one of Namibia's Olympic hopes in the future, as well as that is Romeo Goliath, who was also there, one of the top performers in wrestling. As you can see in your picture there, that was Clev Kwashiti, also one of the hopefuls for the future. He is just 20 years old and has a future ahead of him. We hope that he will be able, that is, to deliver in the future. And as you could see also in that picture there, Stefanos was there, one of the guys that gave a tough time, that is, to Alwendo in today's competition. So it was indeed a tough one there. Moving on, that is to the Dep Marine Namibia Premiership, which always lives up to expectations. It produced top action today and yesterday after Unam FC beat Civics 2-0 yesterday. Today, FC Ongos beat Mighty Gunners 4-2 away from home, while Commerce Nampo FC, on the other hand, trounced Okahanja United 4-0 at the Unam Stadium in Windhoek. Journalist Limba Mupetami was at the Commerce Nampo match and produced this for us.
With us is Coach Fortune, Nampol's coach. Coach, congratulations, 4 goals, first half. You struggled to find the back of the net, but in the second half, 3 of them came through. Tell us, what was the game plan from the start?
We went back half-time and we addressed the wrongs that we were doing, because we are too slow. We lost second balls every time. Then we decided Okanja is playing over slow defense. We play the ball back and use the keeper, because we have a keeper that can pass the ball. he assists 2 of them. So we regroup and we play through the keeper. That's how we get the goals. So we utilize our keeper to make the passes.
And looking at it, Macross, you brought him in later on. Why did you not start him in the beginning?
He's still new. He's just trained a week, so there's still a lot to come. He must get used to the place. He will be a great asset. So he must get used to the guys. And the other guys have been doing good. So he needs to fight for his place. It's not an automatic choice that you will come and walk in.
And now, coach, looking at it, your goal or your for the season, you set yourself a target of 24 points this season. You are now at 21. So far, how does it feel that you are just a couple of points away from your
We said
target?
this weekend it's a crucial game. Crucial weekends to get those 24 points. So we want to get it as soon as possible. So we will go back, we will work tomorrow for those 3 points. So now we reach the target because it will be very difficult later on. So our aim is to get to the 24 points by end of this weekend.
And come tomorrow, the game plan, and I believe this is the second weekend that you are playing back to back. In the beginning you were playing Friday, then you play Sunday, but now you are playing Saturday, Sunday. The recovery, how is it going to work?
We will do a recovery now. We will do basic recovery now. So the boys are ready, and tomorrow, luckily we are playing Blue Boys that is playing that side. So they will travel, there is fatigue in. So I know last time when we went to Rundu it was very difficult for them. So we are ready.
Thank you very much.
Coach, my question basically is just about, it was quite windy in the first half. Would you say that maybe had an effect on the lack of goals in the first half?
Yeah, but the wind was with us. We could have utilized it better. But when you play long balls, it will not affect us. And Oganja was playing long balls. We disturbed our game plan. So, off the wind against us, we're playing better.
Thank you, Coach.
Tell you what, this is going to be an intriguing season. There has been results coming through right now as we speak, with African Stars traveling all the way and beating, that is Julinho Sporting, 3-0. That was indeed a fantastic result for African Stars. Not so good for Julinho, who celebrated a victory against Chula Chula last weekend. And we go on here. You can see, speaking of Chula Chula, at the Oshakati Stadium, doing what they know how to do best here, beating Young African FC by 2-1. We know how Choke Chula Chula has been performing this season and carrying out the crowd as they always do. Well, as we know, Mighty Gunners FC there, as we said, losing, that is 4-2, that is to Ongos Valley. Watch out for these two teams, Ongos Valley, Commerce Nampo FC, playing beautiful football as well, while Chula making sure that they are also one of the teams. You can see that I'm saying that name with so much excitement, because that is what the team has brought to football in this country. Echoke Chula FC from the northern side of Namibia, or Hangwena region, has been producing top results, and once again, as we alluded to today, beating, that is Young African 2-1. We know that Young African has been in the league for a couple of seasons now. I'm sure that Coach Malingaridemo will be very disappointed with the result there. Well, African Stars needed that win as they chase ahead the pack that is leading the Premier League at the moment. They needed the result indeed, and they got that 3-0 victory that would put them right up there with those teams that started the league off well this season, the likes of Commerce Nampol FC and Ongos FC, formerly known as Tura Magic, doing very well. And Commerce Nampol FC, we know that they have recruited a couple of Premier League experienced players, even if they are coming from the first division, and that's why they have been doing so great this season. Now, moving on to other news, Trustcore United, that is the Trustcore United club, last night held their 2023 awards, and these were some of the winners here. The award for Junior Cricket Player of the Year went to, that is Michael Mueller. Senior Cricket Player of the Year went to Andre Klasinga. Netball Senior Teams Player of the Year, Tanya Shindi. Netball Senior Team Best Attack of the Year, Zande Farmer. Netball Senior Team Best Shooter went to Giselle Gerbash. Netball Club Sport Women of the Year, Zande Farmer. Women's Rugby Most Strides, Roberto Fabio. Women's Rugby Player of the Year, Michelle Slinger. Women's Rugby Sportswoman of the Year, Geraldine de Klerk. Men's Rugby Player of the Year and Best Defender, Fedi Masila. Men's Rugby Most Strides, Elof Duplessis. Men's Rugby Sportsman of the Year, that was Terhard Lindfeld. So it was indeed one of those. Honorary members as well got awards here, with Rian Walters getting over 20 years of service, 41 years of service to netball member Amanda de Jager. Enrico Fama, netball as well, coach of the year. Team of the year, of course, went to, that is the first rugby team, the Premier League 2023 champions. Of course, they were the ones that made history there. We can perhaps look at some of the highlights from the event. Stuff, people happy, all smiles, receiving those awards, and it was indeed that time, as you can see there, Sportsman of the Year, as alluded to earlier. It was indeed a beautiful occasion, and Andrew Pullman, our reporter, was there to witness this one. He is himself an award-winning sports journalist in the print category this year, so he was there to cover some of that. We now move on, that is to hockey news, where the Namibian team has been thrilling. You can see there beating, that is Zimbabwe, with 3-0 in the playoff to finish in the 5th position. Namibia's goal scorers were Yandwa Kruger, 2, and Charles Ricks, that is also a goal scorer there. The Namibian women's indoor team will now depart, that is to Malaysia today, to join with their male compatriots preparing to compete in an international indoor tournament starting on Monday. That is the men's team as well. We will now go for a short break, and after that we'll be back with more. Just confirmation of that match there, the Namibian hockey women's team indeed beating, that is Zambia and not Zimbabwe, as alluded to earlier. We apologize for that error there as we continue, that is with the news on the weekend drop. Adrenaline was pumping at the Tony Russ track today with action-packed events taking place there. It was indeed a special occasion, and Brian Munango has this for us.
Okay, joined by Richard Slamet here at the Tony Rust racetrack. Richard, just tell us what's going on here today.
Yeah, so today we have what we call the final leg of the Namibian National Karting Championship. We have both the Rotex and the Rock classes competing here today, and it's the last leg of the championship, so it means that all competitors are trying to get maximum points to be able to take home the main prize, which is our Namibian National Championship.
And how are you enjoying it so far?
It's good. Today I'm one of the stewards, so I obviously have to keep an close eye on the racing. But I must say that today is actually very disciplined so far. I think all the riders are quite a bit are very cautious because they want to make sure that they can get maximum points instead of losing points to a stupid penalty or exclusion or something.
Okay, I mean, we walked around there a little bit, and it's so focused, it's so serious. Everyone is working on their cars. Just tell us, how important is it to make sure that your card is prepped and ready? Or is a card ever ready for a race? That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, when it comes to go-karting or to any motorsport for that matter, it's always difficult to say. You can be so well prepared and then come race day, some small gremlin can creep in and then give you some issues. Today is very important for all the competitors. As I said, it's the final leg of the championship. So I know that everyone is trying their utmost best to get maximum points because so many of the championships hasn't been decided yet. And today's finish is of vital importance for them to be able to take home the trophy.
Okay, well, speaking of competition, do we have tough competition out here today?
Yes, we definitely have tough competition. As you saw in the DD2 class, we had Justus Beker and Ivan Foster fighting it out, which were the fast guys. But throughout the classes, I particularly enjoyed the Bambino class, which were the little ones, where we had young Russell Josephat competing with Mila Botha, and they competing for the championship as well. So it was awesome to see how these two were able to fight it out. And then throughout the classes, there were so many awesome dices, in particular also the Senior Max class with Darius Kotz. Unfortunately had an issue at the end, but he brought his A game today, and I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, well, with that being said, you said this is the last event of this sort for the year. Are there any events we can expect before end of the year from you guys?
No, yeah, so for karting, this is the last event, but there's right after the karting, there's still an oval track event, which is also the last leg for the season. But then there's still one more circuit race event, which is the 25th of November, and then the first weekend of December, we have an end of year function, which is going to be drags, drifting, and a bit of spinning. So there's still 3 more weekends after this, 2 more weekends, after this, where we will see some action at the Tony Russ Racetrack.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, Regis.
Thank you.
We also have that is Sensei Ingo Oosthuizen gave an insight of the 2023 Namibia War Championship taking place at the CrossFit Windhoek at Olympia. 90 plus fighters are in action from Namibia, South Africa and Zimbabwe. The fighters are competing in full contact fighting, semi-contact fighting, low kicking fighting, millennium fighting, weapon fighting, series with and without weapons fighting. We have now Sensei Oosthuizen for you.
Ring contact fighting art. We're having an international tournament here at the Yixkay Club, where the Yixkays are back, Vintage Pub and Grill, and we're having our tournament in the outfit or the CrossFit Center. Namibia, South Africa and Zimbabwe are here. We are like 93 fighters fighting in various divisions. We have from weapon fights, like the handbow, what they're currently doing now. They have bow fights. And then we have later on semi-contact fights, full contact fights, combat fights. So there's a lot of excitement. They fight in a ring like boxing. And so if you want to do some fun tonight, you need to be here.
The weekend drop continues here with 2 matches were played in the Cricket Namibia's T20 Premier League today, both with the Wanderers field as the venue. In the morning match, Windhoek High School All Boys scored a 10-wicket win against Trustco United after easily chasing the latter down total of 92 all out. Andre Klassinger opened the batting for United but fought a lonely battle before being run out for 45 runs of 42 balls. The spinner Henry van Wyk excelled for the All Boys with 4 to 19, while Sean Forshey took 3 wickets for just 12 runs. VIS only needed their opening pair of batsmen Milan Kruger not out and JB Kotze 66 not out, just 32 balls with 5 fours and 4 sixes. In the afternoon, CCD Tigers won the toss and elected to bat first against the host Wanderers. CCD Tigers recorded 113-4 in their 20 overs, with the highlighting their former Namibian opener Ryan Moffat's 52 not out of 66 balls. Well, the weekend doesn't end here and still continues tomorrow with action-packed stuff that will be on the Sunday drop. And now the English Premier League will continue. That is tomorrow with a match between Nottingham Forest as they take on, that is Aston Villa at 1600 hours, while Liverpool FC play newly promoted side Luton Town, that is 1830. It will be indeed a beautiful game there of football with the newcomers playing the old boys. If we move on to cricket, the World Cup continues with South Africa battling, that is India, at 10:30. That is a game you can't miss. That is all we had for you today, so please catch the Sport Wrap. That is on Monday again. That is 3 o'clock on Facebook. Goodbye.